Alright, what do you do with those students who drop or stop doing anything in the class? Well, what a lot of people want to do is just go to the Grade Center and hide the student, but that's actually step 2. The first thing you need to do is go to Users and Groups. Users. Now you see a list of all the students in your class. Okay, I have some interesting students in this class. Now, if someone drops, you may want to just have them removed, which I would have to do for you. But the better thing to do is to make them unavailable in the class. That way, if they've turned in anything, if for whatever reason they came back and wanted to say that they had done more than they really had, you won't lose that documentation. If you delete the student from the class, everything they did is gone and you have no proof of whatever you claim happened. So instead, you can make the student unavailable and still have all the documentation. So in this class, let's make our Hershey Kiss unavailable. To do that, again, I went to Users and Groups and then to Users. Find the student you want to select. Go to the drop-down arrow. Change users' availability in the course. Now select No for they're not available in the course. Now what this does, if you just hide them in the gradebook, you're hiding them from you, but every time you send out announcements or emails to the whole class, then the student that you hid from yourself in the gradebook still gets all those. You didn't hide the course from them, you just hid them from you. In this case, I am taking the student's availability away. That means when they log into Blackboard, they do not see my class. They have no access to the class. They don't get my announcements. They don't get my emails. But I have them in the system so that I have the documentation. Okay, so now that I've changed available to No, I click Submit. Okay, now I go to the Grade Center, Full Grade Center, find Hershey Kiss. This little symbol right here means that they are unavailable in the class. Okay, but I might be annoyed to see that space there. I don't want to have to skip over it when I'm entering grades. So all I have to do now is use this drop-down arrow and hide row. So, as far as I'm concerned, the student is gone. I don't have to see them. I don't have to worry about them. They don't see the class. We don't see each other. They're gone. But if anything ever were to happen, I still have the documentation if I wanted to pull it up. So this is the better approach. Instead of deleting students from your class, it's better to have this. That way you can go to the last access date and say, hey, you didn't even access this class since whatever date. If they tried to come back and say, well, I did this and this and they didn't give me credit. Okay, so this is documentation based. So to make your student unavailable, one more time, Users and Groups, Users, edit users, go to change users availability, click No and submit. Then hide them from yourself in the gradebook.